Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video today just about Halo and AI because I see a lot of people getting really upset about this. And I just wanted to give my 2 cents out there because I think at the end of the day, as long as it's a quality product, the average consumer is not going to care if it's made with AI. AI is quite literally the future of gaming and pretty much everything in our world. It's just massively taking over so many industries, and ironically enough, it's coming for all the creative ones first, just because it could do ridiculous things. To put in perspective here, and I'll see if I could get some footage and drop it in this part of the video. Uh, there is a program that's already in beta. I'm pretty sure it's closed beta. It's typically going to be a paid service from what I've seen, and it generates entire game worlds based off a description. And that game world could be ported into Unreal Engine 5 with like almost no work. Yes, this exists. And yes, some of the game worlds look insane. Granted, it's going to need a lot of cleanup after you get it into Unreal Engine 5. You're going to have to, make the cues to, when this does this, this happens, right? There's still a lot of stuff that needs to happen, but think about how much time that saved to just get the basis, just just the base of the product there, just with one tool. And it's crazy with what we're seeing with AI, right? Everybody just think about what you've seen that has looked like you just couldn't even distinguish that it was AI. That's only public facing. Microsoft has dropped what? Like, I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure it's well over like $20 billion into like pretty much AI ventures and investing in AI. Think about that we only see public facing products. Think about what's not public facing. Think about the tools they have at their dispense. It's just crazy to me that so many people are flipping out about this because at the end of the day, it's not going to matter if the new Halo comes out or is shown off and it looks just absolutely incredible. Do you think the average consumer is going to care? Most likely no, they're not. And one thing I wanted to mention here too is when we do see that trailer, because everybody is complaining about AI and oh, it's going to be worked in and it's going to be AI slop. When the trailer comes out, I want each and every person that's calling it AI slop, I want them to point out exactly what asset or what part of that trailer or what is shown off is AI. And the problem is, I don't think most people are going to be able to because we're at a point now where it's really good. And when you're not having to make it one to one life, it's even better. Because one to one life AI is, man, the videos coming out. I know one streamer, S-Fan, was messing around with the Sora 2 app and letting pretty much like some of his viewers, like from my understanding with Sora 2, you could become like a person on there and you could have people submit like different submissions of you and it like is trained off of you and stuff. And dude, it looks so lifelike. Like I mean, it looks so good. I'll see if I can excuse me, if I could put some footage here. I'm not sure if that would get copyrighted or not. But I'll see if I could do that. And it is really good. If I can't, I highly recommend looking it up because it looks damn near real. And that's the problem. We're in an area where AI it looks at its worst right now and we only know what is public facing. At the end of the day, AI is going to take over all of our jobs. I can understand people telling me I don't have sympathy or compassion. I get it. Honestly, I already know AI is going to take over my job. I think I have a good solid like 3 to 4 years before my job gets fully taken over. We're at the point where just the tools are being implemented with slight use, not a lot. But I would say 3 or 4 years down the road, there will probably go down from quite a few people in my department to one with multiple AI tools. That's probably what I'd foresee happening, especially just because we decided to get a private investor. But yeah, anyways, I digress on that. But what I will say is, you could fight AI all you want, but it's better to just be prepared for it. Like if we're just talking outside of Halo 2, like outside of Halo, 2, like not the game Halo 2, but just prepare yourself. What I'm doing right now is I pretty much cut out a lot of different things out of my life, a lot of things I enjoyed spending more money on. I'm effectively saving that and just investing at this point. Because I believe in the next 3 to 4 years, we'll see major spikes in investments. And by that time, if AI is taking over my job, hopefully I'll have enough money to just at least, survive for quite a bit to figure out what I'm going to do next. Because, I mean, that's life, brother. I'm 29 years old. That's how it goes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But anyways, that aside, getting back to Halo, I just don't think many people are going to be able to point out any type of, what is AI and what is not in this trailer or in this gameplay. And I don't believe it'll be AI slop. Like I said, with that UE5, I mean, imagine Halo 5, or not Halo 5, Halo comes out on UE5, right? Guess what? They have mod support. Think about that. Like, if they do, right? Then the mod support lets you implement maps from that tool. Think about the insane scale. We could have full campaigns that rival the base campaign, just and be even longer in a brand new world, all because of these AI tools. So, is AI really that bad then? I mean, to me, no, because I consider myself the average consumer. I do not play video games competitively. I don't design video games, although I have been interested in dabbling into that now that AI tools exist. I believe it could be a very lucrative business opportunity, basically. Just especially if you could churn out like a game you make in like a year, and you have AI tools that could cut down like so much learning time and a lot of different things. And I feel like some of these modders that make Halo mods, even for MCC right now, I feel like they would benefit highly from using AI and coming out with their own indie game. I think that would be insane. Right now I'm playing through Halo Containment, and that was made by one guy in 4 years. Think about what this one guy could do with multiple AI powerful tools and put out in maybe 1 or 2 years. Think about that. That could be a fan game that quite literally rivals like one of the Halo games that's already out. That this guy does phenomenal work, and I believe he's in university. That's what he was saying in one of his like update videos. By the way, definitely check out that game. It's also available for VR. So if you have a VR headset, I highly recommend even more so checking it out. But think about what someone like that could do with it. It's just AI is quite literally the future of gaming. I want to say it's probably the future of movies too. I think within the next 5 years, we'll have a tool that could effectively make probably, I want to say TV show length, like edits effectively, where you can make your own custom TV shows. But in 5 years, I feel like we'll have ones that could churn out whole movies that are available to the public. It's gonna get really weird with IP and copyright and all that kind of stuff. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I know most people. I'm prepared to hear some brutal things here, and I'm prepared to hear it mostly from artists, honestly. Just because I mean, it's right now that we're talking about AI replacing, artists and whatnot. So I get it. It's just part of life. I mean, look at the Industrial Revolution. Look at all these machines that came out. Do you not think that these machines were made for a purpose to effectively cut out that person's job to save a substantial amount of money? And that happened in history, and we haven't looked back. Now we love some of these machines we have. We love some of the conveniences we have in life. And nobody's really complaining about those. It's just, I mean, it sucks, but that's how life is. Nothing in life is fair, including this. I mean, it's not fair, but that's life. And again, I'm prepared to get some brutal comments here. But again, if you are willing to make a brutal comment on here, when that trailer drops, I want you, the person making that brutal comment and saying these things, or calling me whatever, I want you to point out exactly what asset is AI and which part of it is AI slop. Because at the end of the day, I don't think any of these people that will leave comments will be able to tell what is AI. Honestly, if these leaks didn't come out, I feel like most people, when they see it, they'll be like, wow, Microsoft didn't use AI, guys. Gaming market is saved. And that's just not how it is. A lot of people think they see less AI art every day, but they don't. It's just you can't tell anymore. And it's a crazy thing. I don't know, man. It's really weird with video games, but honestly, this is where we're going. Honestly, for the longest too, Call of Duty has a lot of those skins are actually generated by AI. A lot of the really stupid skins where like, they look okay, it looks kind of cool, but like to spend money on that and then they just go overboard with some of the stuff. I think some of it looks interesting, right? Like I think it's a interesting concept, but I don't think it's nothing I would buy. It's nothing I would want to see in my game, right? It's a cool concept. But a lot of those skins were all generated with AI. And man, if you look at that and the last Call of Duty, what that was like had to be last year or so. 1 year, how far can AI progress? Did they have access to the same systems that Microsoft is going to use for one of their key titles? I don't know, man. I guess we'll just all see, but I wanted to put my 2 cents out there cuz it is drastically different. Like my opinion is drastically different than any Halo YouTuber you will hear. And I think it's just you can't fight it. This is the new reality and you could yell and scream at the company all you want, but at the end of the day, like if you don't want your video game to be, $200, then this is the reality. Because a lot of people just, I mean, it just that's a whole different conversation with pay scales and everything, and going up and up and up. And maybe they're not churning out that quality. But anyways, guys, this is OniXT. Definitely drop a comment below. I'm really curious about people's opinions. I pretty much already know it'll be mostly dislikes on this. But again, I think here I'm right. And I think most people know that I'm right. That AI is not going anywhere. That is going to be the future of games. And that this is the new reality we live in. And I'm not trying to, shit on anybody that's losing their job because of it, because it sucks. Believe me, I know. That's why I'm literally preparing money set aside for when this happens, because my job could easily be taken over by a robot, guys. Like, I get it. Like, I know my job will be. Like I said, 3 to 4 years. But, it's not happening to me right now. Honestly, if I was an artist, like if I went to school for art and that's what I was going into and I was working in the gaming business, I would say probably like maybe 2 to 3 years ago is when I would have started saving money. Just because I mean, that was like the first market to get targeted, quite literally. And anybody who's on the internet quite a bit could have seen that coming, just with all the just different tools that were released. Even if people thought it was AI slop, it was a proof of concept. And when you have a solid proof of concept and you know what to look for, it's really easy to predict things that are going to happen and that things are going to get better. Especially when you look at like maybe the first year that a tool was released compared to the second year, the leaps are just giant. And I mean, you could always put it in the back of your mind, and some people live like that. But personally, I cannot. I like to be on top of what is going to be destroying my life or potentially impacting me. I like to be slightly prepared at the very least. And I mean, that's just how it goes, man. Like either either you sink or float. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but that's unfortunately life. And that's what I've experienced in life too, believe me. Like I have experienced these things firsthand where I have sank because I wasn't prepared. So I get it. But yeah, I'm really curious about what some of you guys think. I'm curious about, the average American, what y'all what you guys have to say about this, because I just don't think any of this is going anywhere. Anyways, guys, OniXD here. Peace.